Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
Currently, and without taking into account the Dacia Spring, whose size and functionality are very limited, the cheapest electric car and sales leader in Spain is the MG4. It is a serious option among small or medium-sized electric cars, well thought out and interesting for any buyer who is thinking of making the leap to electric cars and does not have a large budget. However, Citroën has just unveiled the new generation of the C3 and says that with the ë-C3 variant, it will sell the cheapest European-made electric car on the market. Although it is a smaller car than the MG4, we do think it can be the new option to be valued by those who are in the dilemma of whether to purchase an affordable electric or a thermal. Presentation of Citroën ë-C3. The fourth generation of the C3 arrives with an electric approach under the name Citroën ë-C3. Measuring 4.02 meters long and seating 5, it offers 113 horsepower of power and a range of 320 kilometers. The brand plans to start deliveries in spring 2024, and reservations are already being accepted. The launch version costs less than €24,000 and one below €20,000 is planned for 2025. The battery is 44 kilowatt-hours. Charging time varies according to the type of current, but Citroën promises that it can reach 80% in just 26 minutes with direct current. Its performance is modest but sufficient to travel and hit the road with solvency. Citroën says it guarantees a smooth ride, especially on rough roads, thanks to the suspension design. Its interior design and equipment are simple, although standard equipment can be generous, with air conditioning, parking sensors, and additional features such as rear-view camera and more comfortable seats as options. With the U-level, the phone becomes the car's main multimedia system, as is the case in some Dacia models. Introducing the MG4. The MG4 Electric is a 5-door electric car with a length of 4.29 meters. Despite having a very competitive price, less than €30,000, it offers a reasonable range of about 300 kilometers, a nice interior design, and equipment that since June 2023 has improved. Of the MG4 2023, there are 4 versions with power ratings ranging from 170 horsepower with a 51 kilowatt-hour battery to a sporty 400 horsepower version. The available batteries are 51, 64, and 77 kilowatt-hours. The smallest can only be charged up to 88 kilowatts of power, while the larger ones can be charged up to 135 kilowatts. A highlight is its bidirectional electric system, which can power other devices. The MG4 Electric offers an affordable option in the electric vehicle market with a good range, several power and battery capacity options, and updated design and equipment features in the 2023 model. However, simplifications in equipment and materials inside must be considered. Price. The base price of the MG4 on CarWow starts from €29,880, with an average discount of €1,210 that is calculated from the actual offers received by our users. Citroën has announced a starting price for the ë-C3 of €23,800, making it around €6,000 cheaper. MG4 Citroën ë-C3 Basic Trim MG4 51 kWh Standard Citroën ë-C3 MG4 Electric Exterior Dimensions. The MG4 is a larger car than the Citroën ë-C3 in length, plus 27 cm, and width, 2.3 cm. In height, the difference is 7 cm in favor of Citroën, which clearly bets on a higher body. Therefore, beyond the price, it is not a difference in size that you can consider as small if what you need is a family car, in which case the ë-C3 you can clearly fall short. The wheelbase, which is logically greater in the MG4 but for the moment we do not know the Citroën, translates into more space for passengers in the rear seats. If you are going to make a primarily urban use or by the outskirts of the city and do not need amplitude at all costs, the ë-C3, due to its smaller dimensions, is a more manageable car and allows better maneuvering in tight places. Measurements: Citroën ë-C3 MG4, length 4.02 meters, 4.29 meters, width 1.81 meters, 1.84 meters, height 1.58 meters, 1 and DOT. Anked, 50 meters, distance between axles, meters 2.71 meters, weight, kg 1,730 kilograms, minimum trunk 310 liters, 363 liters maximum trunk. Liters 1,177 liters. Citroën ë-C3 MG4 interior dimensions and roominess. Given the exterior dimensions of the MG4 and Citroën ë-C3, it is logical to think that the interior of the MG4 is more spacious in all its dimensions, although for the moment we have not climbed into the Citroën and we can only assume what is usual in cars of its size, as it is a city car, mainly. In the front seats, the MG4 has a reasonable amplitude and, above all, very good visibility thanks to its large windshield. In the second row of seats, the MG4's longer wheelbase and length should clearly work in its favor, offering more leg and shoulder room. In height, however, we suspect the Citroën has the edge, thanks to its more squared-off design and the fact that its body protrudes higher than that of the MG4. Neither car is ideal for traveling with 5 adults, although 4 will do about the same in both cars. Citroën ë-C3 interior. MG4 electric interior trunk. The trunk of the MG4 has 363 liters and, with the seats folded, reaches 1,177 liters. The Citroën has less capacity, with 310 liters in the normal seating position. The figure with the seats folded down is not available at this time. In both cases, it is not a sufficient capacity to travel with the luggage of 4 adults if they are not small suitcases, and even then, hardly fit in the Citroën. Citroën ë-C3 trunk. MG4 electric engine and performance. The MG4 is available with 4 versions, the 3 lower-powered versions with rear-wheel drive and 170, 204 and 245 horsepower. The most powerful is the so-called Spower, whose sporty finish and all-wheel drive give it a more aggressive look and, having 2 engines, 435 horsepower with an acceleration from 0 to 100 km/h exuberant. From the 170 horsepower version, acceleration is very good, 7.7 s to go from 0 to 100 km/h, and the top speed of 160 km/h. The Citroën, however, is only available for the moment with a front-wheel drive version and 118 horsepower. It is foreseeable that there will be a lower power variant, but we do not know if there will be more. Its performance is much more modest, with acceleration from 0 to 100 km/h in 11 seconds and a top speed of 135 km/h. Citroën ë-C3 MG4 electric. Citroën ë-C3 engine range 44 kWh and 113 horsepower consumption. The MG4 has a homologated average consumption of 17 kWh per 100 km in the basic 170 horsepower variant, 16 kWh per 100 km in the 204 horsepower. This is due to a series of changes that make it more efficient, and 18.7 kWh per 100 km in the Spower. The homologated average of the Citroën is not yet public, although by the declared autonomy and battery capacity, it has to be around the equipment. The MG4 is offered in 4 trim levels: Standard, Comfort, Luxury, and Spower. The Standard level is available only with the lower-powered engine and smaller battery. It includes LED headlights with automatic high-beam auto-on, trip computer, keyless entry and start system, instrument cluster with 7-inch display and a multimedia system with 10.25-inch screen, which is compatible with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and has always-on internet connectivity. The Comfort level adds to the standard equipment a leather-trimmed steering wheel, alloy wheels, and tinted rear windows. The Luxury level adds to the Comfort equipment a rear spoiler, a heat pump air conditioning system, electric and heated seats, heated steering wheel, a wireless charger for cell phones, and a set of cameras that provide a bird's eye view of the vehicle. The Spower Sport variant has a number of personalization elements, including more aggressive-looking wheels and accessories, firmer suspension and seats with better support. Citroën ë-C3 interior, MG4 electric interior. Regardless of the level of equipment, the MG4 can be equipped with various driving aids, such as a traffic sign reader, automatic emergency braking system for city, driver fatigue detection alert, lane keeping system, active speed programmer, and detector of vehicles in the blind spot. The Citroën ë-C3 equipment offers fewer options and is divided between two levels of equipment, U and Max. In the U level are included basic accessories today, as the speed programmer, the warning of involuntary lane change, the recognition of road signs, air conditioning, or automatic lighting. If we want to have a greater amount of comfort elements, we must opt for the Max level, which includes electric front and rear windows, climate control, seats with increased comfort, rear view camera, folding rear seats, two-tone paint for the body, or a multimedia system with navigation. Although the price of the Citroën seems unbeatable, when analyzing each car in detail, the MG4 still seems a more reasonable option. When spending an amount of money over €20,000 and less than $30,000. Not only is it bigger, more powerful, and better equipped, but when trying to match or approach equipment, the difference between the Citroën ë-C3 more equipped with the basic MG4 is diluted, and the second still wins by a landslide in performance and breadth. In conclusion, both the Citroën ë-C3 and the MG4 present compelling options for budget-conscious electric car buyers. The ë-C3 offers a unique blend of style and practicality, making it an attractive choice for urban driving. On the other hand, the MG4 stands out with its impressive range and performance, catering to those who prioritize longer journeys. Ultimately, the decision comes down to individual needs and preferences. Whether you value design or functionality, both vehicles prove that affordable electric mobility is within reach. Thank you for watching, and we hope this comparison helps you make an informed choice.